Where was Rob at the Kravis Italian wedding? Honestly, like, no surprise to me because we know that Rob was in Paris for Kim's wedding but never actually went to her wedding. So basically, E! News says that a source told them that Rob did.
Rob Kardashian has been the forgotten sibling of the family for years now, as he has accused the family of pushing him out years ago. Ever since Rob officially left the reality show, he's been completely MIA, his sisters even refusing to acknowledge his existence, and fans have been concerned for his well-being for a while now, especially knowing all the struggles he's faced in the past. Keeping Up with the Kardashians aired for the first time in 2007, introducing us to the famous Kardashian family who has taken over the media in ways no one could have predicted. The show started out by featuring all the women of the family, as well as Rob Kardashian, as the only son of the family. As the show found its footing, the sisters definitely held the spotlight, as Rob was often doing his own thing, which meant that many fans weren't too invested in his life, or at least not as much as the sisters. In fact, he was often the butt of the joke and experienced quite a lot of hate, both from fans and the media, because of his failed business and his continuous weight gain, which made him extremely insecure. While Keeping Up with the Kardashians started flourishing and his sisters gained more and more opportunities, it was clear that Rob was getting left behind, especially as he often found himself in controversies. His relationships were a huge part of his life on the show, which is why they were also one of the main reasons why Rob ended up leaving the show. After breaking off his first romance with Adriana Bailon, he found himself in a whirlwind romance with Rita Ora, which ended especially badly. The fallout of this relationship is one of the main reasons behind Rob's distaste for his family, as it was made clear that they didn't have his back. The two broke things off in 2012 when Rob then went on to accuse Rita of cheating on him in a series of deleted tweets. "She cheated on me with nearly 20 dudes while we were together." Rob's well-being seemed to fall drastically after the breakup, as his downward spiral started affecting his entire career and family life. In fact, his role on the reality show quickly became about how much he was struggling and the financial issues he was having with his failing sock business at the time. He was especially having a hard time with being left alone to deal with his issues, since his sisters were quickly climbing up the ladder of fame. Things only got more intense for him from there, as Kim Kardashian's wedding quickly turned into a nightmare for him. While Rob did initially intend to attend the wedding, he ended up leaving Paris the day before, as it was reported that Kim had allegedly fat-shamed him and talked down to him, making him storm out. After that fated night, Rob seemed to practically disown his own family and step back into the shadows as he deleted his social media and even removed his family from his followers. It quickly became very apparent that Rob was not happy with his family's choices, as he was upset with the way they let fame get to their heads, and he even felt like the fortune had destroyed his family. According to sources, he was even set on quitting the show at the time. Rob made the decision months ago that he didn't want to have a recurring storyline on the upcoming season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians and drastically cut back on filming. The source also revealed that Rob always felt second to his sisters and that he felt like he was being cut out of not only the show but also his own family, especially because of his weight gain and failed business. Rob feels that the reality show has truly ruined his family and that momager Kris Jenner is always on the lookout for the next big deal for one of her daughters. His significant weight gain has only added to the stress in his life. He has been working out but has very bad eating habits. He just feels very alone. What happened in Paris was simply a breaking point for Rob, and it was even revealed that the incident completely broke any connection that Kim and Rob had at the time, as a source described exactly what their argument had been about. She thinks he is lazy and bringing down the family name because of his physical appearance. After arriving in Paris, Rob and Kim got into a very heated argument because she thought he was just moping around the hotel. She encouraged him to go out and sightsee, which he declined to do. Kim even allegedly accused Rob of selling out his family, which was yet another reason for the two cutting any and all communication. That was the final straw for Rob, because that is something he would never do. The source also revealed that Rob felt like he was truly alone in the world after the events in Paris, and that his own family not even speaking to him had been an incredibly hard hit. With sister Khloe Kardashian filming out of state for Kourtney and Khloe take the Hamptons, Rob feels more isolated than ever. Everyone in his family is off doing their own thing, but no one seems that concerned with Rob's well-being. Things only got worse for Rob after that, as he started dealing with a severe case of type 2 diabetes, even ending up hospitalized in 2015. His weight gain became one of the main talking points following the hospitalization news, especially since Rob was constantly being compared to his richer and prettier sisters. As the Kardashians started setting the beauty standard, Rob was unfortunately under even more pressure to live up to his family name, which was an impossible task for him at the time, considering his health and mental struggles. The body shaming he experienced was more than anyone could handle, and while Khloe had dealt with some similar issues by being compared to her sisters, nothing had ever gotten as bad as the hate that Rob was dealing with on the daily, even while he was trying to distance himself from his family. Rob officially left Keeping Up with the Kardashians after 13 seasons. However, he did start up his own spinoff with his ex Blac Chyna, which, as we all know, quickly went up in flames. By 2017, the two had broken off their engagement and started an all-out media war that involved not only their daughter, but also the rest of the Kardashian family, as Chyna's relationship with the sisters started to crumble. The breakup was a huge step back for Rob when it came to his publicity, as he ended up publicly accusing Chyna of cheating on him the same way he did with Rita Ora. At the same time, Chyna was claiming that Rob had been sickly Shiv towards her, which only led Rob to retaliate even harder, as he then ended up posting some explicit photos of Chyna on the internet. The whole scandal took a turn as we suddenly found ourselves in a Kardashians versus Blac Chyna legal battle, since Chyna filed a defamation suit against the entire family, even accusing the family of using their influence to get her and Rob's show canceled. Unfortunately for Chyna, the Kardashians ended up winning the case. However, Rob's relationship with his family still didn't seem to get better, as he ended up having some serious money trouble following the lawsuit and had to resort to selling his business to Kris Jenner. Fans were shocked to see that his family didn't want to seem to help him, despite having been heavily involved in the lawsuit, and many thought that forcing him to sell his business was a ploy on their part to bring Rob down even further. Ever since the fallout of the lawsuit left Rob more broken than ever before, he seemed to completely disappear off the face of the earth, never being mentioned by his sisters, and even leaving all his social media once again to be run by the Jenner Communication Company. According to sources, Rob decided to live a more quiet life after being dragged through hell by his sisters and reality TV, and is focusing on his daughter Dream while trying to navigate co-parenting with Blac Chyna. Even after the events of the lawsuit, Chyna decided to keep things civil between her and her ex for the sake of their daughter, and she has even spoken about how secure she feels in that decision. I feel like with everything, time heals everything, and people change and situations change, and you get to see the situation for what it is, and the situation is Dream. Other sources also say that Rob has been making a big deal out of his health after all the scrutiny he has faced for so many years, and it's even believed that he sometimes works out with Kim and Khloe, perhaps in an attempt to mend their relationship. In fact, Khloe has even recently spoken about how Rob might not be completely out of the picture yet, and it's even possible that we might see him back on the show now that he's in a better place. She said, "I do think Rob will come back to the show. He talks about it a lot, he does, but I do know Rob has been through a lot personally, but he's literally the best dad that I know, and I'm so proud of him for that. He's just feeling really good about himself, so I have faith that soon he'll be back on the show." It's very clear that Rob and Khloe might have a better relationship than he does with his other siblings, seeing as the two have gone through some similar struggles. However, his return to the show might depend on how well he is actually getting along with his other sisters. However, one good sign might be the fact that he actually chose to return to social media for a quick post honoring his father, Robert Kardashian, on what would be his 80th birthday. The comeback was quite emotional, as he posted a throwback photo of his parents, along with the caption, "Happy birthday, Dad. Thank you for giving me only good memories with you. I miss you every day. I love you so much." After passing away in 2003 when Rob was only 16, it's clear that the family has had an unfillable void, which still haunts them to this day. However, the siblings are all very much there for each other when it comes to missing their father, as Khloe again showed her support. She commented right under Rob's heartfelt post saying, "He's with you every day, Bobby. Remember that." that. Look for his signs. He's trying to show you daily. Never forget how much he loves you. He is so proud of the dad you are. This repeated show of support from his sister might just mean that Rob is on his way back into the family. However, it's definitely going to take more than a few words from Khloe to truly bring him back out into the spotlight. Do you think we might be seeing Rob back on the show anytime soon? Let me know down below, and don't forget to check out this other video for more.